Let's go.
I've hit our button, and now I'm going to hit the other button. And now
Ready?
I'm going to
Set,
say,
go. Who wrote this little music we use for our intro?
I don't know. I'll have to Google that.
Who gets credit for that?
I don't know. We pay him for it, so I guess.
Oh, I got the sound up on my phone. Golly, you think it was my first show. I'm having a hard time today, but I'm getting ready to pull it together for all these folks.
Yeah. No time like the present, Jana.
I know. I like to peak when it's time, Greg.
Well,
we made it.
It is that time. Welcome into Bacon in Your Mailbox, show number 119 on this Thursday, July 22nd, 2021. I am Greg Milby, community storyteller. That is my friend, Jana Clark, community fanatic. Welcome aboard.
Hey, what's up?
Life in the pursuit of happiness is what's up.
I love that. We made it to another week.
Oh, have we?
Well, we have. You might not know it yet because you're a little scattered today. You're going to have to find a hammock under a shade tree and do some yoga this afternoon or something.
Did you look that up today?
What?
You know, today is hammock day.
I have such a big brain, Greg. I did not know that.
Yeah.
But we can talk about hammocks because they're fun getting in, but I'm not a very graceful hammock exiter, but we can get into that if you want.
Yeah, we'll definitely talk more about hammocks as we go through the show today.
Awesome.
First and foremost.
Yep.
Good morning, Carter Blankenship.
Good morning, Mr. Blankenship.
And Carter will now tell us.
Good morning. Yay! Good morning, Greg.
Love it.
That's how you do
Love it.
Hey, so we always know there'll be technical issues. My software had a massive update this week, which is great because there's new things that can be added and new things that can be done. But
good. But this sounds like a great big excuse for you to not be able to do something.
No, I'm just saying if something were to happen.
Oh, if something were to happen.
Right.
Okay. Well, it'll be your fault, so that's fine.
Right. And I'm fine with that. I'm used to that. Yeah. And I'm fine. I'm fine.
Good.
I can handle that.
We're fine. Everyone's fine.
Right. We're fine. Thanks for asking. We're fine.
You're welcome.
All right. Well, how is everybody doing today that is watching the show? Are they fine? Jay Hobbs, our first poster of the day.
Jay Hobbs is fine.
He's fine. Yeah. My dad's fine. He's retired, so whatever.
Hey,
Every life is good. Yeah.
Wonder what Raj is going to do today. Morning,
whatever
JR.
he wants.
Whatever he wants.
Yeah. Probably look at the paint dry, and he's not even going to paint anything. So
nice. He could go pick some. Does he have a garden still?
Yes, down at camp.
There you go. Hey,
Tomatoes are hot right now. The squash and zucchini are starting to slow down. His beans look like he put cocaine on them or something. They're going to be ridiculous.
His beans look like bananas.
Yeah. Well, they're not there yet, but they will be. And
nice.
Then watermelon. That's happening.
Hey.
Yeah. Speaking of queen of like farmers market stuff, Mary Stucker Hall. I think she's still doing all that sweet corn.
Heck yeah, it's good stuff.
I think they had it yesterday. I didn't get a chance to get up there, but
I love it. It's good. If you haven't had it, it's good. So the farmers market is just one thing, right? Listen, if you have waited all summer to go to the farmers market, this has to be your weekend because things are like, it is just jam packed with the good right now.
Yep, it is. So that's one of the things, and we'll talk about that here in a bit on some of the stuff for you to enjoy in life. So hopefully you have great plans. A show notes, a broadcasting note for those that enjoy Bacon in Your Mailbox.
Reminder, if you will.
Next Thursday, there will not be a Bacon in Your Mailbox show. It is our 1 week hiatus, the end of season. That's what they do in Hollywood, right? They call it end of season.
It's our dead period. Yeah, yes. It's our dead period. Yeah, you can't contact us next Thursday. Don't try. It's against the rules.
Right. Just totally against the rules. I'm going on vacation. That's why. And now when Jana goes on vacation, we can do the show. But when I go on vacation, I take my toys and go away. And she can't have them.
Right. So whoever wants to have breakfast with me or meet for coffee next Thursday at 9 and just talk about Greg and send him texts about all the stuff he's missing out on, let me know.
Well, there you go. Now you're going to have to book the conference room there at your office because there'll be a lot of people that want to talk about. That's every
Bring
day.
it on.
It is every day. All right. So the big news, big news for Bacon Nights and Bacon Nation.
What?
Poppy's Tacos opened earlier this week downtown Utah.
Oh my gosh, stop it. I am so mad that I haven't been down there yet, but here I have good excuses. Today might be the day.
Taco Thursday.
Today might be the day. Tell me do you have a favorite thing on the menu that I need to try first?
So, full disclosure. Disclosure. Anyway, it's an Addams Family thing.
We're honest on this show. It's just us.
Full disclosure. I've been both days that they've been opened.
Okay.
And probably will go today too.
Like it.
Just because. Now,
awesome.
I got the taco plate the first day.
Okay.
And the second day. Because it was so good the first day.
Oh, well, I'm going to try that first.
Now, I got the steak taco, I got a shrimp taco, and I got a pork taco.
Like all of them?
Yeah, you get 3 tacos with your taco plate.
Dang.
And some rice and beans. Now,
wow.
If you're one of those people that likes to have lunch and then save some of your lunch for later, their burritos and their quesadillas are where it's at. Their burritos are as big as, well, not as big as my head, but close.
I'm so excited for them. That's so fun. It's a nice addition. I need to make sure that I let we need to send something out about that too, for sports teams. Cause that's got sports teams written all over it. And we're full of sports this weekend. So this is my weekly reminder to be patient and kind and welcome those that are here visiting to our community. But that taco spot is perfect for teens too.
Now, just know that it's not one of these places you're going to sit in. All right.
No, I mean to get it to go.
Yeah.
Like carry out.
Because that building, it's right there on the square. The old Vault Deli.
Yeah.
And it was a couple other things. It used to be a bank years and years and years ago.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was Old National Bank. There's a picture of it. It had 2 stories at that time, not one. I think the second story burned years ago. And they still have the vault in there.
Cool.
So they've got just 3 tables in there. So it is very limited space inside.
Right. So, grab and go.
Yeah. And it's exactly 17 steps from our front door.
But who's counting?
Well, I did. It's about 14 steps if you're really hungry.
Can I tell you what is funny about that is, have you ever, this is the equivalent. Okay. Greg knows how many steps from his front door to tacos. When I'm online looking for like a beach house and it's like how many steps from the patio to the sand, the E-Town equivalent is how many steps from Greg's office to the front door of tacos.
Yep. I didn't do the counting. Nick Phillips in our office did the counting, and I trust his counting more
Nick.
than mine. So.
Nick's on it.
And he has the standard stride, so I think he's pretty accurate.
That's so fun.
So
good for them. Downtown barbecue place too. Papaw's Barbecue opened over by Rose's, and they have pool tables inside, which is so fun. I think maybe their first day was yesterday. I can't remember. Check it. Listen, let me tell you where to get. We're getting ready to talk about tons of stuff because we got new businesses. We've got lots of events. TourEtown.com, restaurant listing, event listing, everything that is going on. There's a calendar there because you're going to have a hard time keeping up for the next couple of weeks because things are just breaking loose.
Right. There's a bunch of stuff going on.
There is.
Absolutely a bunch. And for cross promotion, Kentucky'sHeartland.com community calendar also has those listings.
There you
Thank
go.
You very much.
Awesome.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. So events going on. I know there is a bourbon tasting event.
There is Friday
Inside
night.
the Barrel.
inside the barrel. I happen to know that there are a very few tickets left, like 20, something like that. But you can go online and buy them. And it is $75. It's city events. We are also one of the sponsors is Bourbon's Backyard. It's Bardstown Bourbon Company. And then pairings with Board and You. So we're going to have drink tastings and food, a really cool event happening at the State Theater. And we want more of this, right? We've done a couple at Thurman's Landing. Different people have hosted different events. Mm-hmm. It's just really what we're about. And I'm super excited for this one too.
Yeah. So $75 starts at 7:00 on Friday nights. If you want to get those tickets, sounds like you don't want to wait until tomorrow night. So
you get a cool Bourbon's Backyard glass. You get a free drink, like a cocktail too. We're going to have some Bourbon's Backyard swag. So if you've been looking to score one of those t-shirts or a shot glass, please join us. And you go to the State 270, their website is where tickets are. There's also a link there on my page.
All right. So that's one of the things going on. Another thing going on is Saturday night. This is a very unique event that somebody probably not many people have heard about yet, but they should. Right. They should go for sure. The Heart of Kentucky Men's Chorus is having their summer show.
Yes.
And that is going to happen over at the Emerald Cathedral Amphitheater. And have you heard them before?
Oh my gosh. And listen, let me tell you, they're so good everywhere I've seen them. And I love how they sound inside, the acoustics and all of that. But they are going to soar at the lake. What time does it start, though? Because I don't have that. Do you know?
It's 7:00.
Okay. So also, the weather's supposed to be really nice this weekend. Warm, but less humid, which makes the Emerald Cathedral an even better spot for an outdoor concert this weekend. And so get out there to see them. They are extremely talented.
Yeah, I'm looking at the calendar of things that are going on, and it's pretty crazy for this.
I mean, it's nuts right now, isn't it?
Yeah. So 7:00. And by the way, if you want to, you can park at First Presbyterian Church over at Grace Heartland Church. Now, there is a very small parking lot behind First Presbyterian. So if you get there early, you can probably sneak in that spot. And it's a free show, but they are taking donations because it's for the Living Waters Guatemala partnership, where they help countries that do not have access to clean drinking water get.
So if you want to wait till after you hear them to make your donation will likely be higher than it will be walking in the door. So just do it twice. Do one going in and one on the way out, because you'll be so appreciative of those songbirds. It's incredible.
Yeah. Also, coming up on Saturday, if you're one of those folks that like deals and you got a pet and you need a rabies vaccination, the Hardin County Animal Shelter is doing rabies vaccinations Saturday from 10 a.m. till 3. I think it's like $8 for the rabies vaccination. And
which is a great deal. And if you're behind, like if you're like a lot of people, things have been different lately and you're behind and you're catching up, just go. They will help you. It will be easy on your pocketbook, and you need to get your pets taken care of.
Yeah. That's going to be at the Hardin County government office there at 150 North Provident Way in E-Town.
Oh, so not at the shelter.
No, they're going to have it there. Going to be like more of a drive-through thing, I'm sure.
Okay.
Hey, look at there. There's Shane Crutcher from Salt Lake City. They're traveling to their new home.
I like Salt Lake City. There's a lot going on there. You know what's fun about Salt Lake City is touring all those old Olympics venues. And I think about them every time the Olympics roll around, because I am pumped about the Olympics. I wish I could be there. I am. And I know that's kind of weird because they're going to be so different this year, but I get so enthralled with international competition, and I'm so excited to see it again this year.
I am too. And I want to talk I have some Olympic stats, and we'll talk about that in a second. So Brian wants to know, is it too early to advertise the Lions chicken barbecue in August 21st? No, it is not.
Yes, it is. It's too early to talk about something that happens on August 21st that the Lions Club is having that involves barbecue chicken. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, at E-Town High School.
At E-Town High School.
Right. And I'm sure it's from like
ever.
11 to 6, something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah. We would never promote that. We would never tell you to put it on your calendar for August 21st.
Ever. We'd never tell you. And then set a reminder for the 20th.
Right.
We
And
wouldn't tell you
and I
that.
wouldn't tell you to remember by going to the award center on Mulberry and
Right.
see Brian Dennis to buy tickets for that.
Right. I would never tell you where to go. And listen, he'll be if you get near Brian, the ticket magnet happens and they jump out of his pocket and into your pocket so quick your head will spin.
Yeah. And what's funny is the money comes out too.
It does. It's
He's
funny
like
how that happens.
he's like a debit card. And I'm not sure how that works.
It is good. Make plans for it now.
Aaron Rucker's excited. He gives it 2 chickens up.
I love it. I love it.
All right. So back to the Olympics.
Okay.
I guess maybe I'm not as excited this year because we're going to be on vacation next week. We're going to Maine, and all that, the opening ceremonies is what, tomorrow night?
Yes.
So I do want to watch that, but there aren't going to be people in the stands. And
No.
I'm still a little worried that we may not end up having the full Olympics.
Yeah, so it is definitely different, and it will feel that way. I think about 40% of the athletes, they can hold about 40% of the athletes for the opening ceremony. So there won't even be as many athletes there. But I think, I think they're getting a handle on it, and the rules that are in place are good rules. And the minute that somebody is that they're either quarantined, they have places to take them. And listen, the Olympics, I mean, it's already been going on. There have already been softball, basketball, triathlon. So it lasts a long time. So we've got time to get them all in. And I'm looking forward to seeing teammates support their teammates because their friends and family aren't there.
Yeah. Morning, Elaine.
Yeah.
I watched, I guess, U.S. women's soccer. They were ousted in the Olympics 5 years ago, I guess.
Oh, and they're bitter.
by Spain. Spain ousted them. And that was the only thing they've been focused on is Spain, 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 Spain. Who did they get first round? They played Spain, was it Tuesday night, and got beat 3-0.
And it just lit the fire even higher. So we'll see. It's going to be good. I'm telling you, it's going to be good.
Yeah. And JR, you're right. Is there anyone else that becomes an incident expert on obscure sports during the Olympics? Or just, yeah.
I just love it. I love the stories. I love the competition. I love someone who is dedicated to something for so long and works so hard. I'm always just fascinated by it.
What is your favorite Olympic sport, or do you have one?
Oh no, whatever I'm watching, and whenever I can find that that United States flag, I'm instantly the biggest fan of that athlete.
Yeah, I don't know why the gymnastics intrigues me.
Phenomenal.
Just because of their athleticism. And I know they're all just great athletes, but
yes,
I don't know anything about it.
If I were being completely honest, because we're on this show, right? I think that I'm a bigger fan of the athletes that don't play a professional sport, or that maybe don't have the highest profile. Like I love those Olympic athletes that this is it for them. This is the ultimate. This is the pinnacle of their career. They don't have an NBA to play in. They're not playing in the WNBA. You know what I mean? Like things like that. Mm-hmm. I know tennis has a big circuit. I mean, I get it, but I like it when the sanctioning of their sport, this is the biggest stage they will ever be on. I love it.
Yeah, I like that too. And I hate that not all of them are going to be able to be in the opening ceremonies.
I know.
Kind of crazy.
I know. And some of that is because they don't want to be, like they're just being safe. And then some of it is restriction. So.
Right. So, by the way, Morgan, welcome. Glad to have you. I mean, better late than never. We'll take that.
Morgan rolled out of bed to say hi.
So what I think is interesting is how much of the Olympic coverage has been dominated by the beds that they're sleeping on.
I know exactly this story.
Now, and we'll work around the topic a little bit.
Okay.
So if you know anything about the Olympic Village, you know it's a hotbed for relations, apparently.
It is. It's a meat market. It's like a hookup.
That has been the thing for years, is what you've heard about that.
True.
Back in 2012, Hope Solo with the women's soccer team was like, 70 to 75% of Olympians are having relations. Tokyo is encouraging athletes from getting busy this time around by using cardboard beds.
You're right.
The beds are specifically designed to be environmentally friendly. I think that's probably more than anything, and designed to only hold one person. Apparently, they say that if two people were to get in that bed, it would collapse. Now there's YouTube videos everywhere of these different Olympic athletes proving them wrong by jumping on the bed and all kinds of stuff.
But listen, can I just point out the absolute obvious here? They're not jumping on the bed. Like they're athletes, right? They don't need a cardboard bed. They don't need a breakaway bed. I don't really understand the logic behind that. Just saying.
I like how you worked around that. Very nice.
Hey.
They're diving in the bed. That's JR's favorite sport, but
Awesome. I like diving too.
Now look, if anybody was not going to break the bed, it would be a diver. Because they're not supposed to make it look like they have any splash at all. So they should be able to.
No current. No, right. Like they could no issues.
It just amazes me that is the massive topic.
It'll go away. But yeah, it was funny.
So Olympics by the numbers. First of all, it is still the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. That's confusing enough.
Oh, that is confusing.
Yeah. 11,500 athletes.
Wow.
That blew me away. I didn't think there were that many. Oh,
that's crazy.
79,000 officials, journalists, and support staff.
Dang.
So, we're 90,000 people.
It's incredible.
33 different sports.
I wondered. Okay.
Yep. So 33. There are 339 medals that will be awarded. Now, although around 5,000 will be needed because of team events and even ties.
Right.
So there's 339 medals. And they made those medals out of electronics, recycled electronics.
So cool.
So 79 tons of used electronics were donated by Japanese citizens, from which the gold, silver, and bronze was extracted for the medals.
I mean, let's be honest. I think one of my old cell phones is probably part of an Olympic medal right now.
Sounds like a good story. You can use that.
I think so. And I also saw where it's the first time that you're going to put your medal on yourself. Like when they pass out the medals, you know how they're on trays and somebody holds the tray and somebody else puts the medal on the athlete. I don't think that's going to happen this year. This year, they're going to bring them out and the athlete is going to put their own medal around their neck, or somebody else is going to do it or something like that. It'll look different.
There are 42 venues across Japan that will be hosting different Olympic events. 48,000 meals served a day for the athletes.
Wow.
I mean, they are professional athletes, or I should say Olympic athletes. And they, I'm sure, have to take in a lot of calories.
Absolutely.
And
apparently there's cotton. There's this place close to the Olympic Village that makes this tall cotton candy. And this morning on the Today Show, they were talking about how delicious this cotton candy is and how all the athletes are getting this cotton candy because it makes such good social media pictures. Like it's very Insta worthy cotton candy.
All cotton candy to me is Insta worthy. I mean, it's cotton candy. There are 4 new sports at this year's Olympics.
Okay, what are they?
Karate.
Okay.
Is back. Skateboarding.
I remember that.
Surfing.
Yep.
And sport climbing.
Sport climbing?
Yeah.
Cool.
Baseball and softball are returning for the first time since 2008. And there are several new events in traditional sports. I did not know this. Did you know there is 3-on-3 basketball?
Oh, no.
And Madison cycling, which is a 2-person team event.
Wow.
I don't know what that's all about, but so a little
cycling
bit of everything.
Makes me nervous. I think it's dangerous, especially when crazy people hold signs out to hit cyclists. But
like the Tour de France, yeah.
Oh my gosh. So here's the thing: if there's any downtime in my world during the Olympics, that's what I'm going to be doing. So if anyone wants to randomly text me and say, hey, what event is on right now? I could probably tell you. Like, I will be your go-to source for the Olympics.
Our Olympic expert.
Well, I don't know if I'll be your expert, but I'll be able to tell you what's on, because I will always have it on, or I'll be checking it on my phone. Like, I love it so much.
Well, I mean, experts are defined by themselves, I think. You can be an expert.
Right. Self-appointed. I'll be the Olympic fanatic over the next couple of weeks.
So you could do that. Because, I mean, that's our sport right now. I mean, baseball, I guess there's still baseball, but NBA is over with. Did you watch any of the NBA finals?
I did.
So Giannis, I never can get his name right, and I'd love to do.
You don't even have to. We all know exactly who we're talking about.
I mean, have you followed any of Giannis's stuff? So, by the way, the Milwaukee Bucks win the NBA title, first one in what, like 50
Since
years?
1940 something. Yeah.
So a bunch of years, and so they win it, and Giannis scores 50 points, has 14 rebounds, and the dude is horrible at shooting free throws.
Yes.
But goes 17 for 19.
I mean, crazy.
In the final game. Rocked it out. 50 points.
Did you see he went to Chick-fil-A yesterday and ordered 50 minis?
That's what Gary mentioned. And he goes in there with the MVP trophy and the world championship trophy. He pulls in the drive-thru with them in the car with him. People were losing their lid over that deal.
I mean, what a fun thing.
And he said, 50 nuggets, not 49, not 52, 50 nuggets.
50. Yeah.
So I like the guy. I just think he's
great story. I mean,
great
just
guy.
Incredible. Yeah.
So congratulations to them. And so the NBA is done, and I just haven't been as involved in Major League Baseball in the last couple of years as I used to be. So maybe it's
it's a long season for me. And so I tend to, because Grandma Clark loves the Reds. And so she keeps me what's going on with the Reds, and she watches a lot of Reds baseball. But I'm excited about spring training and the very beginning of the season. I drop off like I don't even know what's going on. And then I pick it back up before the World Series. It's just a lot of games, long season.
Well, right now, if you're a Reds fan, you're happy. I know that because they've been on a tear lately. So they've been pretty good.
Yeah.
Some other events that are going on this weekend, Radcliffe, the Radcliffe Women's Club is hosting a Christmas in July market at the Colvin Community Center.
Which Saturday, is exactly what we need.
11 a.m. I think it's like 5 hours, no entry fee, vendors, silent auction, food trucks. They've got a kids crafting area with Mrs. Claus.
Love it. And you can get all your Christmas shopping done in one day, and just don't forget where you put it, because that's what I do.
That's it. And if you don't want to do Christmas shopping, if you just want to get your fitness on and listen to Christmas music, Saturday we have the Fort Knox Christmas in July 5K and 10K.
Which one are you doing? The 5 or the 10?
I'm doing both.
Awesome.
I'm announcing running. Both. And
there you go.
Both. That's it. But no.
So where does it start? Where do people go to get in on that?
So Gold Vault Avenue, which 127 Gold Vault Avenue, that is the Post Exchange. So their big parking lot. We're going to be set up out there. We're going to play Christmas music the entire time.
I might come just for that.
So gonna be a lot of fun.
I'm going to play Christmas music in my car today, just for the heck of it.
So, and really the one thing that's kind of gotten lost in the deal, and a lot of people are going on vacation, and it's just been kind of a weird time right now. Registrations are down from what they've done before, but all this money that is raised, the profits, the proceeds go to the Fort Knox Red Cross, which benefits our soldiers and their families. Now, Christmas time, some of these new soldiers and some of these families that are falling on hard times, the Red Cross, they do Santa's Workshop in Candy Cane Lane, which is an opportunity. The Santa's Workshop is where parents can come in and shop for their kids. Candy Cane Lane is where the kids can shop for their parents.
And some of these families, you're right, it is their only, that is their holiday. And this is what can make a huge difference in making sure that happens in December. And
so we're excited about that. That's going to happen at 8:30 on Saturday. And if you can't make the run, if you want to make a donation, you can go to, you can go to KentuckyStartland.com and click on the link and on the calendar and make a monetary donation. And all of the donations go directly to the work the Red Cross does. So
And the weather's going to be perfect.
Should be good. I was kind of hoping for like 30 degrees. I'm not going to get it, but
You're not going to get 30.
right.
It is supposed to be less humid. Can we talk about the haze? Have we talked about the haze?
You mean the smoke?
The what?
It's wildfire smoke.
I know. I feel like I'm doing this when I'm outside. Like I feel like I need to clear my lenses.
Yeah. I think I'm congested, and I actually had to take some sinus medication. I mowed and did some trimming the other day, a little more than I would normally do, and I didn't take any medication.
Yeah.
That gets me. But I think maybe some of this smoke has done it too.
I wouldn't be surprised. It is, you can definitely tell a difference. And this morning, I thought it was worse this morning than it had been. And maybe that I just don't remember, but I don't know.
Made for an interesting sunset the last couple of nights.
I know. Kind of creepy.
Yeah.
I mean, pretty, but creepy, creepy, but pretty.
Yeah.
Pretty creepy.
That would give us a chance to bring in our forecast. So our forecast today, hazy sun and humid with a high of 62, mainly clear, or 85, excuse me, mainly clear and 62 tonight. Times of sun and clouds on Friday with a high of 86 degrees. Now,
See,
next
perfect.
week, we're talking hot.
Oh, yeah?
They've got according to the forecast, there is a streak of hot weather coming in all next week. 90s all week. A streak of it. So,
Well, it is the end of summer.
And that's going to make Jennifer even more upset. So we're going to Maine on vacation.
Right?
Thought we'd go do something different. You know, Kennebunkport, Bar Harbor, Arcadia National Park. We're going to go on a sailboat. We're going to have a great time. She's all excited about it. Temperatures are like in the low 70s.
Wow.
She's wanting like 90 for the beach.
No.
That's what she likes. So she's like, I don't know what we do. I'm perfect with 70-degree weather.
Listen, buy her a new cute sweatshirt. She'll be fine.
I remember we went to Sleeping Bear Dunes, Michigan at the end of June a few years ago, and it was like in the 50s.
Yeah.
We did not plan accordingly for that.
So you went shopping.
Yeah, we had to buy a few extra sweatshirts. So
listen, I think it's fun. I love that. You'll have a great time. It's a neat part of the country. It's beautiful. Send a few of those folks down here to see us while you're there. Say, listen, you know where y'all should go? E-Town.
E-Town, Kentucky. That's where it's at.
That's right.
Hardin County, E-Town. It's all there. We got a sports park there.
We do.
How many teams we got this weekend? Is it baseball nationals?
It's little. It's only 116.
Oh, just a little.
And there's swimming. So listen, we are covered up with visiting athletes this weekend. That's why I just ask people that live in our community to extend some hospitality to those folks. No, it's the it's not the nationals. It is swim meet. Yep.
Oh my gosh.
I know. Listen, go big or go home. That's how we do things around here. And since we're not going to be on next week, we should probably talk about cruising a little bit because that is not this weekend, but next weekend, Friday night at the lake, Saturday downtown, and it is back. And, we missed a year. And so we're excited to have cruising back this summer. The streets will be blocked off downtown. So many cars to see. And this isn't some piddly little car show for people who haven't been. This is like an amazing display. And it's not this weekend, but next weekend. So I'm jumping a little bit ahead, but since you're going to be gone, I feel like we need to talk about it.
Yeah. So that is going to be a massive deal for sure.
Yep.
Always big crowds there. And Dustin Shepherd, we have a huge 3-versus-3 basketball tournament next weekend at the Bluegrass Sportsplex. So play at the Plex.
Awesome.
And no, Dustin, we're not doing green and red fireworks. Can't afford all those fireworks.
That kid's got a one-track mind, doesn't he? Fireworks. I've heard so many compliments on the July 4th fireworks show. Like, I mean, I don't know how he's going to keep upping his game every year, but
yeah. Well, the one complaint I heard was that not enough patriotic music. So let me clear that up. It's not a 4th of July fireworks show.
Oh.
It is a Founders Day fireworks show. So it is celebrating the birth of Elizabethtown. It just happens to be on 4th of July. And if
So
every
I've
year
not
you
heard
do,
that. I have
just-
not heard that, by the way.
I just saw it a
So,
couple of times and I thought, well,
okay.
if that's the only thing you got, okay. I mean, some people just want to
Yeah.
complain no matter what,
Sure.
but just to understand it wasn't a 4th of July show.
And it is a little unusual for our Founders Day to be on the 4th of July. So, I mean, every town has a Founders Day. I mean, they were founded on a day. It's just interesting that ours falls during that holiday, which gives us 2 reasons to celebrate.
Yep.
Yep.
Why am I getting a delay? Okay,
I don't
now
know.
it's back. I don't know. For a second, I was hearing myself a half a second later. I don't want to hear myself the first time.
Us either, but
So.
we manage it through it sometimes.
All right, so hammock day. Back to that. So since you brought that up earlier, you and your cranial knowledge knew that right away that it is hammock day. It honors the most relaxing thing you can have in your backyard. It's the perfect excuse to slow down and chill during the dog days of summer. And it's gotten easier over the last 5 to 10 years. Because we have the bag ones now where you hang them in the trees.
Oh, yeah. It's gotten easier to have a hammock, you mean?
Right. And
Got it.
And I think hammock technology has gotten better at getting in and out of them.
Oh my gosh. I wait, if I'm in a hammock, I wait till I go, hey, whoever's out here in this yard, y'all turn around and look the other way while I get out of the hammock, because I just kind of roll out, but it's not pretty.
Well, I mean, it can be. Do you have an older hammock?
Well, I don't think that makes a difference. Why does that matter?
So we have this portable one that we have that has the railings that come out, and when you get on it, it's almost like a
its own
board.
stand?
Yeah. But when you get in that one, you're flipping at least once.
Yeah.
But then they have the other ones that are like 2 people hammocks that kind of hug you.
Yeah.
You get in those.
This is one that, well, first of all, if you're going to get out of it, you got to commit, right? I mean, if you're exiting, and there's no, sticking the landing with my experience, you just got to commit and you just go for it. You're just not sure how you're going to end up on the ground, on your feet, underneath, beside it, but that's okay. It's all right.
So we have those hammocks and we like to hang them up when we're camping, and I like to take them in the woods behind the house and hang them up. Yeah. Some people stack them. We were camping and somebody was like, hey, I'm going to put my hammock above yours. No, you're not.
No, you're not. You go find you another set of trees.
Unless you're some kind of engineer, I don't trust you to hang that hammock above me.
Or you're a 2-year-old.
Because that's exactly how I need to go out. What happened? Hammock.
Wow. Yeah, I've never had to tell anyone not to hang their hammock above mine, but I do, we have hung them tree, so we can kind of look at each other and talk or whatever. And so we've shared the same tree.
Right. And that's,
but we've never shared the same 2 trees.
I've seen them before where they stack them 3 high. How do you get into stupid things?
You step over people, I guess, your head, your knees.
I have no idea. I don't know how they do that, but, celebrated today, hammock day. Might be a great day if you can find some shade to just set out in that hammock and do that. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to make that happen, but anyway, it would be good. I am working on an interview that I did earlier this week for the event coming up in September. It's going to be a massive event. Which is going to bring a lot more tourism to our region.
Absolutely.
Bourbon and Blades happening in Radcliffe.
Perfect.
So I talked to Jason Basham with Red Hill Cutlery earlier this week, and I'm going to post the interview probably beginning of next week while I'm on vacation.
You need to take your achy breaky heart down there and see what's going on.
Yeah, man, free show, by the way.
Oh, I did not know it was free.
It's a free show. Now you can buy VIP tickets and get up close and personal for $150 for 2.
But you might get in free if you wear your mullet wig.
I have one of those. I should. But it's going to be a free show. And I know they've got their big case knife show they do that morning. And then there's a Jeep show on Friday night. Yeah. I guess kind of the Cruising to the Heartland version of Jeeps that they're
Yes.
trying to do.
Yes.
And then Saturday is Billy Ray Cyrus. So should be great.
That's so cool. And listen, that is so Bourbon's backyard. I mean, like it speaks to who we are, where we are, and what we love, because it's right next to Boundary Oak, which is our Hardin County craft distillery. And so they're involved in that event as well. It's going to be really fun.
The concert is literally in Boundary Oak's backyard.
Love it.
So that information will be, I'll post that, but you can go to the Radcliffe City page and get information on that. But September the 11th, Billy Ray Cyrus, I think his concert will start at 6:00. There's a couple of opening acts that are going to be a part of that. And I know this, and I think a lot of people do know this, but there's a girl named Allie Colleen that is opening up for that show.
And
she has a famous father.
Okay.
Any ideas? But they don't promote it. They don't really talk about it. So it's just amongst us.
I don't know.
Garth Brooks.
Oh.
Yeah. But she wants to stand on her own two legs and sing, not be, Garth's daughter.
Well, so I've heard him talk about her in an interview. I didn't know that was her name, but I've heard him talk about her in an interview and said she doesn't need to tell anyone that she is related to me, because the girl is amazingly talented. So that's very fun.
Very much so. And I think that's why they're staying away from the whole promotion of that. Because, if you're a marketing person, you would promote that.
Sure. That's exciting.
Should be a lot of fun. And then Jay Hobbs chiming in, the New Log Steel Distillery in New Haven has Little Big Town coming in August. So
cool.
It's good to see all this stuff opening back up. Hopefully.
I know.
Hopefully. We keep our fingers crossed. This all doesn't go backwards. So
yes.
Hopefully.
Do you remember, like, a long time ago, when I said vaccinations will lead to vacations? It's still true.
Yep. Hopefully.
All I got to say about that.
Yep. Keeping our fingers crossed. All right.
This weekend, the grand reopening of Flywheel. So Flywheel Brewing is going to have a fun event going on this weekend. They have music, they have food trucks, they have new beers, they have axe throwing. That place is going to be like a little bit of a carnival, and I think it's fun because it's their grand. I mean, it is just their opportunity, and I say they look for an opportunity to celebrate something, whatever they're celebrating, and that's this weekend. You can get the details of that too on their social media or on their page.
Yeah, they've been promoting that thing heavily. We were over there yesterday making a drop off. We had to return a keg.
Nice.
They were hopping around there yesterday.
Did you get one? Or did you just drop one off?
We picked up another one, but not from there.
Okay.
Because they didn't have what we want. A taco place opened up next door.
Yes.
So we had to find a special taco bourbon.
Got it.
A bourbon. Taco
Got
beer.
it.
Mexican cerveza.
I love a good Mexican lager.
So we were able to pick that up yesterday. Speaking of food.
Yeah.
I wanted to bring this up, and I want your thoughts on this. Mac and cheese and ice cream. Have you heard this story?
Together?
Yes. No. So Kraft Foods and this ice cream company released on National Mac and Cheese Day, which was last Wednesday.
No.
They joined forces to create a limited edition mac and cheese ice cream flavor. Now, the demand was so great, it crashed the website within 9 minutes.
Stop it.
And the entire 2,000 pint inventory was wiped out online within an hour.
I don't get it. Step away from the mac and cheese ice cream. Just don't. Sometimes two great things together don't make greater. It makes gross.
I do like mac and cheese and I do like ice cream.
That does not mean you need to put them together.
All right. Now, if you can make a pasta that tastes like ice cream.
Listen, we're not talking about chocolate and peanut butter. We're talking about mac and cheese and ice cream. They should stay on separate sides.
Part of me wants to try it at least.
All right. Well, you go do that and report back.
I can't get any. It's gone. Sold out.
Oh, if it was that popular, you will have another shot.
Nicely played by them. And one final story, since we all like to use emojis, because we use a lot, Baconites use a lot of them emojis in here.
I like them too.
So emojis it's a very hot topic when it comes to different age categories of people, from millennials
Right.
and Gen Zers. Look, millennials and Gen Zers do not think the laughing emoji is cool anymore. So
Okay.
if you want to be cool, don't use that. I don't
Okay.
really care, so I'll still use it.
I will too, because I like it.
But a majority of texters disagree with those Gen Zers and millennials.
What do they want from you?
According to a new study, software maker Adobe released the findings from its 2021 Global Emoji Trend Report.
Okay.
And that was in time for World Emoji Day, which was this past Saturday.
Okay.
It revealed that the laugh out loud face is the world's most popular emoji, followed by the thumbs up.
Yep.
The red heart emoji was third.
For sure.
The flirtatious wink and kiss and sad face with a tear emojis rounded out the top 5.
So I use all of those, but I don't use the heart, the wink, and the kiss. I don't use that one.
Yeah, I don't use that one either.
I don't.
So, but they don't like the laugh out loud emojis. And there are 3.
I like the hands up. I like the fist bump. I like the thumb. I definitely like my hearts.
Yeah. Morgan says she's technically a millennial. And
I'm technically not. I don't think.
I don't agree with them. I think it was just a couple of influencers that said that's not cool anymore.
I love emojis.
So we're not going to explain what they are. You're going to have to find that out on your own. But most of us will know what they are. The emoji trend reports there's also 3 of the most misunderstood emojis.
Okay.
And it is no longer the pile, which we would jokingly confuse with ice cream. You know?
Right. I never thought it was ice cream, by the way. I always knew what it was.
And we're not going to talk about it.
Okay.
I'm just going to mention what they are, and we'll move on.
Okay.
The eggplant symbol.
Okay.
Edged out the peach and the clown emojis as the most confusing for users. Research that on your own.
Yep. Homework.
Not going there.
Not going there.
So there you go. You're welcome. All right. Well, hey, get out and enjoy some stuff this weekend. Again, as Jana mentioned, weather's going to be great. Farmers market. It's going to be a perfect weekend for you to get out there and get a ton of stuff. And I guarantee you, our friends at BTS Farms are going to have their famous sweet corn there.
Famous. The sweetest of the sweet.
And you may be able to meet Mary Stucker Hall out there. I'm sure she will be out there.
Just go meet the corn ladies. They're awesome.
Yeah. So that's going on. And then, of course, the Fort Knox Christmas in July, 5K, 10K, the bourbon tasting event Friday night. Get your tickets for that. The rabies
you can hang
clinic
out with
on
me.
Saturday.
I'm going to be there.
Are you?
Yep.
Good deal. I was planning on it, but I've got the race on Saturday, and then we fly out of town Saturday afternoon.
I know. I'm excited for you all. Have a very fun vacation. Be very safe and send lots of fun pictures.
And by the way, if you're a criminal mind and you're thinking about breaking in our house, 1, we have a security system. 2, we have cameras. 3, we have a dog that will still be here. 4, I have 3 turtles that are mean. And 5, my kid will still be here. So
yeah. So you're not vacating your home. Let's be clear.
No.
Yeah.
I am vacating, but not everybody's vacating.
Gotcha.
Good stuff.
Well, then I will clear all the beer cans off the front lawn like you did for Larry so that your son doesn't get in trouble when he gets home.
Oh, you mean Richard? Yes. That's what I'm worried about.
Sorry, Richard. Yes.
That's what I'm worried about is Richard coming down the street and throwing a party.
Yes. Yes. Well, Richard needs to stay up at his house. So I'll call him and tell him.
Yep. Mary says lots of BLT corn this weekend. I said BTS. It's not BTS. It's BLT. So it's Becky,
BLT.
Larry, Thomas, by the way.
Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
The corn ladies.
That's it. Fun stuff. Hey, that's going to do it for this Thursday, July 22nd, 2021. Yeah, almost 2022.
Oh, Lord, we don't even know the year.
Show number 119. I do know that.
Woo!
And I do know that you are Jana Clark, community fanatic and Olympic expert.
Oh.
And I'm Greg Milby, community storyteller and chief button pusher. And this has been Bacon in Your Mailbox. Thanks for joining us.
Bye, y'all.